Hello and welcome back to the second episode on Lord Kalki and Second Coming of Jesus. Our foundation, that is Shakti Life Foundation, works in different social aspects for upliftment of society. One of the aspect is education, and for today's subject, that is the Lord Kalki and Second Coming of Jesus, we have taken the aspect spiritual education, spiritual knowledge, and spiritual discussion. In our last episode, we have welcomed Mr. Chandraneel Desai sir to put highlight on the subject Lord Kalki and Second Coming of Jesus. In last episode, he had highlighted his visions on Lord Kalki, and in this episode, he is going to put highlight on the Second Coming of Jesus through his another visions. Are these two entities related to each other? If yes, how? We are gonna know this from him in this episode. So let's welcome back Mr. Chandraneel Desai sir to the second episode of Lord Kalki and the Second Coming of Jesus. So Mr. Chandraneel Desai sir, welcome back to our second episode of Lord Kalki and the Second Coming of Jesus. In the past episode, you highlighted your first vision about the Lord Kalki, and while we were finishing our video, in the last, you mentioned that you had another profound vision about the second coming of Jesus. So, would you like to highlight that vision and share your experience about that vision with our audience?
Certainly, I will share my vision to your audience. After meeting with him, I had another profound vision. In the vision, I saw a church and there was a staircase that was leading to the church gallery. There was a lady sitting at the left side of the gallery. A thought came in my mind that I never been to church. Somehow that lady recognized my thought and she said, "This is a church and it is open for all." Then she approached at the staircase and she opened her palm to reveal four golden grains. And she asked me to eat them. So I ate them. She said, "You may enter now." I climbed staircase and I entered in the church. As soon as I entered in the church, I saw a bright light. That bright light was everywhere. A person emerged from the bright light. Initially, I couldn't recognize his face because of radiant light. After a moment, I was able to see his face. I recognized his face. He was the same person who I had seen in my previous vision. But this time, the place was church.
So, you just now mentioned that you saw the same person in the church, and first in your first vision, you saw him near the banyan tree. So, how can you conclude that he is the second coming of Jesus? And how can we say that they both are related to each other or they are the same persons?
Coming to it, I will highlight your question through my third vision. After some days, I had another vision, and that was continuation of my second vision. In that vision, I saw a golden light. The golden light was everywhere. There was a staircase. I stood on the staircase at a certain height. Before me, there was a golden throne that was emerging from the golden light. A person was sitting there on the golden throne. Because of radiant golden light, I couldn't able to see him, but I could able to see his feet, and I recognized those feet. From the staircase, I saw a golden army. I wanted to join that golden army, but the person sitting on the golden throne said to me, "If you want to join the army, you have to become pure first." As the person from the throne spoke to me, I recognized his voice, and that voice was exactly same with the voice of Lord Kalki. In my first vision, I saw him and I heard his voice. In my second vision, I saw him in the church. In my third vision, I heard his voice, and that voice was exactly same with the voice of Lord Kalki, which I heard in my first vision.
So, based on your visions, can we conclude that Lord Kalki and the second coming of Jesus are both one and the same, and they are not related to any specific religion?
Certainly, I can say confidently. Based on my all three visions, I firmly say that he is not bound to any religion. He is universal and global.
And sir, we have also heard about spiritual masters live in Himalaya. They don't often come in common people or do not live in civil society. And we have also heard about Shambhala and Shangri-La Valley and also about Gyanganj Ashram. So are these all things true? And had he told about it to you or have you heard from him about it?
Yes, he told me that.
So it is really hard to believe, and it is really surprising that spiritual masters live within us but do not come in common society or people. They live in Himalayas. In this modern world of 21st century, no one will believe that there is anything like Kanganj Ashram, but it is true that spiritual masters exist. And we would like to know that we have heard in many books or it is written that Lord Kalki will learn the knowledge of Divya Astras and Shastras from his spiritual gurus or masters. So, is it true? And we would like to know about it in detail.
Yes, he told me about that also.
It's really surprising. So, does Lord Kalki visit Gyanganj Ashram and does he live there?
Yes, he visits Gyangan Ashram and he lives within us. And he's secretly watching each and every person and each and every country.
It's really surprising. So, you are saying he is within us and he is continuously watching over us without revealing his identity.
Yes, that is true.
So, you just now told that he is continuously watching over us. So, is he just watching over us or is he doing some kind of work?
Yes, he is continuously doing his work.
It's really nice. So, have you witnessed any of his works?
Yes, I did. And the results are very surprising. It's beyond the knowledge of common people.
We would like to know all about it and we will continue our discussion in our next episode. So, stay tuned. Thank you. So, in the next episode, we will welcome back Mr. Chandraneel Desai sir to share his experiences and knowledge about the spiritual masters of Lord Kalki, Shambhala, Shangri-La Valley, and the Kanganj Ashram. We will also know from him in detail about the Divya Shastrastras and the training which Lord Kalki will get about it, and also about the work of Lord Kalki and what is he doing. So stay tuned and see you all in the next episode. Thank you.